Yo, what's up? It's your boy coming at you uh, with some of this game I've been playing over the years. I can remember way back in the day, I was on Xbox, original Xbox. I used to actually get into uh, games by way of Xbox magazine and those little game demo discs they used to always come out with, and sometimes the demos I would be happy to see, and then there'd be other times where you'd be like, oh my god, I bought this magazine. You break into the plastic, and the disc is full of stuff you're just not interested in. But I can remember the first time I put my uh, disc in, and they had MotoGP. I can't remember which one it was. It was probably like MotoGP 2005 or something. Or, this was before the 360 came out, but I really did like it. It's just, being on motorcycles. I personally, I've never actually driven a motorcycle. I've been on mopeds, and that's about as close as I came. So, this is almost like a fantasy type of situation where it was something you love to do, but you really don't want to put yourself in harm's way if you're like me. So, uh, but over the years, I remember, it's not been one of those games that just has skyrocketed in popularity by any means. But I love racing games, and it's just something about MotoGP to me. Even though maybe the quality uh, sometimes is questionable, I still just love that feel of the way motorcycles versus cars. Motorcycles are able to kind of just flow around the track, whereas cars, sometimes that's not necessarily the case. Uh, but this track here, whether I can't really say, necessarily on Gran Turismo. I know I played Gran Turismo 5 a lot, and I don't recall this track, which is called Mugello, has ever been one of the featured tracks on Gran Turismo. Possibly, maybe on the other ones, but the one that I played on the PS3, I don't recall. I know it was on previous Forzas, and like Forza 3, Forza 2, 3, and 4. I want to say. I don't know about. I know it's not on 5, which is disappointing because this is one of those tracks that just has that flow, and it has elevation changes like you can see here going uphill. Blind corners, and it has a flow. It has like wide, turns, and you're just able to kind of just enjoy the scenery and just how the track flows. And one thing I can say about MotoGP 2014 is I noticed there's an element of realism in it that I think a lot of people, including myself, might find frustrating. It's just like you have to actually work at this game. It's not a gimme. I mean, it's a simulation at heart. And what I mean by that is, like, for instance, this race right here, I think this is my third season in my career mode, and in all these races, I've actually only come in first position 2 times, and this is the second time. Um, yeah, so you really have to work at this game and grind through the ranks and work with your. They have in the pits you can work with your engineer to try to fine tune your bike and to your liking, and so that plays a huge role in the results you get in your races. And then just being able to handle these tracks. You can see here in this replay that I'm showing that there were a couple of times where I made some, what would be considered major mistakes, but I was able to, stay in the running for a position, which means in the top three, I should say a podium position, and I was dueling it out with these two guys. They're obviously this is AI, but it's challenging nonetheless. These guys are on the same team, and they're just right there with each other, and and if you approach corners incorrectly or throttle too much, I mean, you will wipe out in a heartbeat. So it's a challenge to be competitive and then also not at the same time screw yourself over and wreck your bike. But I had to go back in the memory banks on this one. It's a learning process all over, because I think the last time I really played a MotoGP game was MotoGP 2007, I want to say. That's when we were really just kind of, playing this for a minute and having fun on it. So, but I have to say, overall, the graphics are much improved. There are a few tracks where you kind of like, they didn't do as much work on this one as some of the other ones, but overall, it is a pretty game, and the physics are definitely realistic. And so if you like racing games and you like motorbikes, you might as well check it out. I'm sure at this point you probably get a good deal on it if you can manage to find a copy. So give it a whirl, why don't you? I know I'm having fun on it when I'm not losing, when I'm not ending up in 30-something place or 20-something place, but I have fun on this game for the most part, and I can't wait because I'm on MotoGP 2. You start out on MotoGP 3, then MotoGP 2 is the intermediate bikes, and then MotoGP, the top notch. So anyway, it's your boy. Sign out. Y'all take it easy. One.